Dit is de officiële podcast van ADO Den Haag.
Ik zou best nog wel een keertje, net als vroeger, naar ADO willen kijken.
En dat is exact waar wij het over gaan hebben in deze podcast.
Direct na het laatste fluitsignaal bij iedere thuiswedstrijd geven wij vanuit Skybox 421 een nabeschouwing van de wedstrijd en een voorbeschouwing voor de volgende.
Met iedere keer weer leuke Haagse clubhelden.
Veel luisterplezier en als je het leuk vond, vergeet ons dan vooral niet te delen.
We gaan beginnen.
We gaan beginnen dinsdagavond 25 november. Alberto, ik zie jou stralend kijken.
Ja.
Je zit er goed bij.
Nou, een waanzinnige wedstrijd natuurlijk. Het mensen allemaal tegen mij en hebben je moeten knijpen met de poeperbed.
Ja.
Ik zeg het totaal niet, want we spelen goed, dus ben ik niet benauwd.
Nee.
En het dubbel zo blij dat we natuurlijk onze gast die er zit, daar ben ik heel erg content mee.
Nou, dat is natuurlijk fantastisch. A special word of welcome to you, our trainer.
Thank you.
Fantastic you're here. Maybe we can start and also use this opportunity to not only thank you, but also give you a great compliment for the joy you brought to the club, the way of playing, but also of course the results. They are fantastic, and maybe I think I can speak of on behalf of a lot of supporters. Thank you very much for that, and. We would like to start with that, this compliment.
Ja, netjes maat, netjes. Ja.
Graag gedaan. Thank you very much.
Ja,
Yes,
ja.
of course.
Heel langzaam komt er Nederlands in.
You know Alberto, he's the most famous city guide of the I think he was the first person you met, when you came.
Yeah, definitely one of the
Ja,
first.
van de supporters.
Van de supporters,
yes.
Yeah, because you went to the city town and Alberto showed you The Hague.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My first impressions of the city. We had a nice time in the city.
Yes,
also
yes. Good weather.
good weather, and also walking up the small tower.
Die tower, die toren.
Ja, bij het Binnenhof, bij de Hofvijver.
Ik heb hoogtevrees.
Ja.
You had.
Ja,
You survived it.
Because the trainer said we are a team, everybody.
Ja.
And I go up.
Ja, en now? Second time?
No, I wait only with the trainer. Next time.
Ja. Robin Peter, it's also a pleasure to get to know you a little bit better. Of course, this is the first time in our podcast. We have the chance also, because a lot of other sports listen to the podcast, to get you a little bit better. You are 38 years, a very young trainer. Maybe you can go back, before we go into the match, of course, back to this summer. I mean, you only had 4 weeks before the competition started. Was it a problem for you?
No, it is what it is. So you have 4 weeks. For sure, 6 would be better, but better than nothing. So we had enough time to implement our most important principles in the style of play. That was really good time, because also the staff and especially the team, they really wanted to follow my ideas, and I had a great support. And I only can say also thank you to the people around, and especially to the team, that they did more or less what I asked for, and that's also the main reason why we were so fast in adaptation to a different style of play.
Did you have a clear view of ADO Den Haag, what club it was, or how did you prepare for that?
Yeah, I knew the club before for sure, because I also played here with my former club, and had some information and followed a little bit, because it's for sure one of or maybe the biggest club in the KKD. So you have to know that. And I always, when I entered the stadium here as a opponent, I already felt the energy and the passion you have over here. And it's a big city. Football is a passionate sport over here, and the people are asking for more, I think, and this is also my intention to help with that.
Yeah. Are there big differences? Are there surprises after a couple of months being now in The Hague, being the trainer of the club? Are there surprises that you say, okay, I didn't expect it totally, now I'm here for 4 months?
No, from the beginning I don't have so much expectations how it should be, or so the main focus from my side is on the daily work, to work with the staff and with the players, and improve the performance as much as possible. So this is the main part, and everything around is additionally. So then it's nice to have such a beautiful city. Meet Alberto at the beginning to get to know the city also a little bit better, but also then in my free time when I'm, for example, with Philip or with Levi or with somebody else a bit when the weather was better on the beach or in the city. Yeah. That's fantastic to have these additional nice moments on a nice place, and for sure also the atmosphere over here in the stadium. These things are fantastic.
Yeah, the first introduction for you, for the players, but also, of course, for the supporters, were very nice movies, from the dressing room with Alberto into the city. So we directly felt there's an other trainer at our club, a very good communicator.
Yeah, maar not only the trainer, also ADO make new moves with movies.
Yes.
Dus kijk. Hij wint alles bijna, weet je wel. Dus wij gaan allemaal niet zeuren.
Nee. Maar toen hij startte, was het meteen toch een andere manier van jezelf presenteren. Een stukje open.
Nou, ik weet nog de first time I talked to the trainer. Hij zegt, trainer, ik zeg, when you win the first 3, het is oké, hè. Toen zegt hij, only the first 3. Weet je wel. Ja. Dus, weet je, dan had ik al blij geweest met 3. Maar ja, als je dan zo gaat spelen... Ja, het is voor elke supporter heel verrassend natuurlijk... dat bijna hetzelfde team dit op de mat legt. Ja. Kijk, en of dat de trainers zijn kwaliteit is... Of niet. Maar ik denk het wel. Ja. Want anders kun je dat niet zo ombuigen. Want ook we staan 2-1 achter... En toch even een paar wissels... en dan zie je dat die achterkant die staat steviger... Milan die gaat naar de zijkant. Dan kan die aanvoer naar die zijkant komen. Weet je, met hokken. Ja, een paar goede moves. Ja. En ik begreep wel waarom deze wissels kwamen. Mm-hmm. Dus ik vind het een terechte overwinning weer van ons. Ja. Ik zou wel willen weten van de trainer, maar dan kun jij misschien in het Engels zeggen. Want als ik dat ga zeggen, dan wordt het weer een heel verhaal. Of die het verschil met de trainen in Rijswijk en nu in het Zuiderpark. Mm-hmm. En of die in Zuiderpark al zijn werk kan doen.
Ja. How do you like it in the Zuiderpark? Is there a big difference with Rijswijk and...
No, the pitches are way better, for sure. Yeah, this is a very good, especially for our style of play. A lot of combination play and a lot of passing. So their good pitches are nice to have because the ball speed is higher and you have less influence from outside regarding maybe the underground. And the rest is quite similar. Here we have containers, so we have the same like we had before. Yeah, and we can do our work there, and we from my side I'm happy over there. Yeah. So it's a nice environment also. Yeah.
Only sometimes the sprinklers, the sproeiers.
Yeah. Oh yes, one thing.
Suddenly.
Yeah, you can say it.
Yeah, we had 2 times the situation that we go from one pitch to the other pitch, and we wanted to have water before on the pitch we move on, that it's a bit wet and the ball is fast. But then the program 2 times didn't stop when it should stop. So then we were waiting, and once we switched the pitch again, and that moment they stopped, then we go back again. So it was a bit, but for the beginning I think these small things we have to find each other and have to be adjusted. But
En is het windy? Hoe zeg je dat?
Ja.
Is het windier than Rijswijk? Because many trees
are missing. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say that. I think in general the weather is a bit
colder,
worse now than in the summer. Yeah. So, but it's not more windy than on other places, in my opinion.
Okay. Maybe to get you said yourself, I'm a trainer and I'm using principles. Maybe going a little bit back to the past. From 2011, you started as a trainer in Leipzig. Were you yourself a good player, a football player?
Yeah, not on the level that I could play in our team. but I at least played in the highest youth league in youth Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Until my 18th, 19th birthday. So quite ambitious, but with a really hard injury. At this time, I was out for 1 year, and I was smart enough to recognize that probably I'm not gonna be such a good player that it's helpful to follow this path. I said directly, I used this injury to go on the other side and studied sports, and then became a coach very early.
And was it something what was already a little bit in yourself that you wanted to become a trainer, or did it start that kind of thinking when you were injured at the age of 18, 19?
I think I was always interested already in tactics and also questioned decisions and things my coaches did and thought about how we can do things better. That was always a part of me, but not planning being a coach at this time. But on the other side, I really liked the Football Manager also when I was young. So I'm really happy that it's a bit like a real life Football Manager now. It's really enjoyable. So I could not make my first hobby playing football to my work or occupation, but at least then being a coach, and I really enjoy it. Yeah.
And for almost 13 years you were a trainer. You did all the youth teams of Leipzig.
Yeah.
Did your way of thinking, the way of being a trainer with principles, did it develop in those years, in those first 13 years when you were a youth trainer?
Yeah, especially in the period with Ralf Rangnick, I think, because when he came 2012, he implemented a complete style of play, very clear, with very clear principles, and also everything around how you do that in a club where you start with a complete new idea. So, and it was very, very helpful to be part of that, and for sure, this was. Probably one of the most important development steps for me, to being part of this big project and learn on high performance level in everything what belongs to football.
Can you elaborate on that? I mean, what was that kind of working? What was his philosophy in this club?
Now, first of all, is that you have a style of play, you have an own idea, and then how you do it, how you bring it to the people, to the staff. At this time, also to the whole academy, to all the coaches, to all the youth players on the first team. Yes. So, and then it's a lot about trainings and how you're going to train that. So, always bringing players in situations through rules that you provoke a certain behavior, what you want to have, and also make it more difficult than in the competition. On the other side, the work with video, analyzing and also describe certain behavior very clear and not like talking around. You have to do that, if that, and it's very should be very simple and very clear. So, and this was also our learning part as coaches in that academy, that we adapted to the style of play. And then, for sure, later on, you bring more and more your own things in it and make variations. But when you see today our intensity in pressing and counter-pressing, this is also something what I kind of have in my DNA. So this is not negotiable. And
pressing and counter-pressing, those two elements, that's really you, that's your DNA.
Yeah. From the origin, and then later on now the possession part, this is a bit my... like the romantic football part, contrary to that really, really hard pressing, counter pressing. We are also very good, in my opinion, meanwhile, in possession, and this is what I like, what I loved also when I was younger, watching big teams like Barcelona with Guardiola or something like that, when they controlled the opponent. This is fantastic for me to see, and I always would like to have that my teams also play a kind of attractive football. So it's not about only the result. For sure, it's very important. But I don't want to be in a low block waiting and hope that I get one corner and win 1-0. Then better I don't take part.
But how does it work? I mean, you have a philosophy, you have principles, you work with it. It's part of your DNA. But then you also need to have players, of course, who can implement it, who are good enough to play it. How do you reflect on that? Can you do it with every team, or
Yeah, you can do everything with everybody. So the question is always how good works it then, and then it's also a part of development. The players also adapt and develop. So, and this season you can see it. Also last season was also a bit the same, but a completely new team, also bringing in these things. And so far I'm a bit used to that already, and for sure you need a certain player quality, but players also can learn and adapt things, so independent how old or fast they are, so you can improve the physical aspect, you can improve the decision making, you can improve the execution. This is a bit the underrated part of football, that the training also makes players better in a certain structure, and therefore I'm responsible with my staff to make sure that it is like that.
And data, how important is that for you? Do you follow all the data, the scores, that sort of stuff? Most possession in the match, maybe that sort kind of.
No, you have always directions data is a support. It's not a decision base. It's a support. It's very important for me. So I never break up a training because a player has 5 meters too much or something like that. I don't do that. So it's an orientation. It's a support you can evaluate, but I focus on trusting our expert opinion. So that's why we are coaches for many years, also mainly, and also involve the players, because I'm not working with like products. They are human beings, so they can evaluate also themselves what they are capable to, and it's also possible to increase certain limits a player has, for example, physical wise. So it's not that important always to set borders with data, more to use it to make prevention or to evaluate several situations. And then if you have the match analyzed, then for sure it's helpful to see to support what you created, because you have a subjective idea of the game. You see the game today and then you think, okay, that was good, we had possibilities, did game phase and counter pressing was okay, rest defense something not, and something not that good. And then you see the data, and then you can also a bit evaluate the performance. So when you, like for 60 minutes or for 65 minutes, only concede 2 shots on your goal, then you can evaluate also your pressing a little bit, because obviously
you kept them away.
But this is only a number. So and then you have to look for sure in the work-wise, in the procedures, what exactly happened, that it worked out also like that. And the same with the chances. So then you see also that our rate on shots on goal is a bit lower today than from the opponent. But it's also the reason, because when they are only in a low block and you have to play more crosses, then it's also more difficult from a cross than if you go 1v1 on the GK in a counter-attack moment to hit the goal. So the game dynamics is also a little bit in the game, and you see it also in possession, for example. But it's orientation.
Orientation. It's principles. It's data. Of course, not as a goal in itself, but helpful. And then you're not only a trainer, but you also studied. You studied sports science. Does that mean that also the sports psychology, could you say, an important effect in team dynamics?
Yeah, the aspect of leading and also an idea how I want to lead a group, and it's also important to have. And there are also a lot of differences, I think, in the coaching world.
Yes. Yeah. Because Alberto and I, we talked about it a lot of times. But Alberto, you see people smiling. There's fun in the team. There's self-confidence.
Yeah.
I mean that.
Yeah, the difference is that this trainer, I hear him not on the field. Ik hoor hem niet op het als we aan het trainen zijn. Nee, precies. Geen drukte. Rustig uitleggen. Ik zie ook hem niet iedere keer de wedstrijd of de oefening stilleggen. Maar hij laat ze spelen. En dan vertelt hij waarschijnlijk wat ze beter kunnen doen. Of meer zo of zo. En dan weer. Dus ik denk dat het voor die spelers ook alleen al heel fijn is dat de trainer deze inborst heeft. Zodat hij... ik denk dat trainers of spelers ook meer voor hem willen doen, omdat hij zo is.
Ja.
Denk ik.
Is that personality, or is it? I mean, because you have such a clear view on how you want the players to play, that you can also easily become a little bit annoyed, or you say, okay, I explained it to you 3 times now you should do this or that. But the players, they look like they have self-confidence and joy in the match.
Yeah, this is the basic decision also for a coach, or for everybody who leads a group, how you want to do that. So when I say, or when I think it's helpful to have trust, then I should live it. So, and patience is like trust also in the players want to win and want to improve. So then I don't always have to criticize. And especially, I think, it's my opinion, in football to coach execution, it's not so helpful. Because a player in a football training, when you really play, or also in a game, they can only use what they are capable to do under pressure. Mm-hmm. So and if you have a bad first touch, it does not help anybody if I criticize that or if I name it. So everybody recognized already.
Yeah.
So that's why our focus is always, and my focus is always, 99% probably. Sometimes I also am getting emotional or something, but it's always on the thing what we can influence next, and also what I said in the interview today, like that we make a mistake, somebody loses a ball or we concede a goal. This is already included. This is calculated. It will happen. Yeah. It makes no sense to try to avoid or be careful or something. No, in general not. And then this is, I think, very important that everybody knows that in our group. And also I repeat it. I try to repeat it also regularly. Don't know if it's often enough, but I think we live it also quite well in the staff and in the group, that we focus on supporting each other and have the focus on what we can do in the next moment, because we cannot control everything. The opponent is there, the referee is there, the pitch is there. So. Yeah. We try our best in a common sense that everybody has the same idea a bit what is going to be happen on the pitch.
Yeah. We are now 3-4 months ahead. You are here for 3-4 months. How do you think it's going? It's a little bit maybe a stupid question, but are you satisfied? Are you happy? I mean, of course, we are number 1 on the ranking. It's unbelievable, of course, but what is your view on the situation?
Yeah, it's very good so far this season. I think, honestly, in every single game we have been the better team and could win, or could at least deserve a win. So, and this is the most fantastic for me, that we are not going with, okay, 5 times we don't know how we get points and it was a bit luck and it was a bit that. No, we are really in a fantastic consistency and with a fantastic work ethics from the staff and from the team, doing our thing week by week and also day by day in the training. And this is really great, and it's also one of my core ideas or principles that we gonna work like that. So far, I'm really happy with that, and for sure, then with the results, could have 5 points more. But I think 43 points now after 16 games is really fantastic, and gives us a lot of confidence additional to our performances. And so far, I'm really happy at the moment.
That's very good to hear. Will this be very difficult to keep this kind of play and level, and or do you think, well, maybe there's even room for improvement?
It always can go in both directions. There are things you cannot control. So if
injuries,
for example. So this is something it's hard to control, but we're gonna not change our style when we will lose 2 games or draw 3 games or get 2 goals behind. This is not gonna happen. So we are very consistent in that and try to achieve the maximum. So what then? And I also said that we cannot plan results. What we can do is plan a bit the performance. So what we're gonna do on the pitch and how. So this is clear. Up in front from the game, for the match plan, that you are coming in a certain direction, what you're going to do. If the results are always like that, I don't know, but it's also good we have a bit bonus, because with this advantage we have now in the league, we also can have maybe some problems without getting in panic already, because we know what we are capable to, and made ourselves a bit a bonus already on top.
Nice.
Maat, today you started not with Matteo Wam. Why?
I wanted to irritate you a little bit.
Oh, for me.
Yeah.
He's a big fan, hè?
Because I knew we see today, so I thought I'd do something to.
Okay, maar your choice. Why?
No, this is Matteo did so far really fantastic. He played every game, 2 times from the bench, the rest from the beginning. Then we also have Milan, who does fantastic, and also Diogo. So Diogo, last season he played, I think, everything. This season it's not like that, and I as a coach I have also to see what is happening during the week. And Diogo is a full professional who behaves 100% top, fine character, and this was also the reason why he was playing today. He also trained the last weeks really good. Yeah,
yes.
really good. And then for me as a coach, is sometimes I have to make such decisions, and I also explained to Matteo before that Diogo deserves to start this game.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
And this is also, and on the other hand side, this is also a strength of our team. That we can, like today, make 5 subs, and we are not getting bad or worse, even improving.
Better.
Yeah. And we can do that quite often. But therefore, I have to make sure that also every player, not every, but because we have not
every player must
the players,
be happy.
I have to make sure, and I try my best always to give players possibilities to improve and to play and to show up. But it's not possible like that, especially now when nearly everybody's fit. We have players who cannot be subbed, so it is also a bit
difficult.
From a human perspective, for me,
Yes.
it's really hard.
Yes.
Often, really hard. I don't know if they believe me, but
I think
I
you
see
also.
it for some guys who get not the minutes. It's a pity, but it's always sun and rain. On the other hand side, it's also a part of the job. But this is for me the reason to do that.
Dan vroeg ik me af, hè, want ik zie natuurlijk die trainingen. En ik wist gisteren al dat Matteo op de bank zou zitten. Dus dan vroeg ik me af.
Maar wat een luxe.
Maar dit verhaal vind ik ook, dat laat ook weer zien wat voor mens hij is. Dat je Diogo ook het moet gunnen. Die werkt zo hard om te laten zien, trainer, ik ben de man.
Precies.
Dus dan, als je het zo speelt, begrijp ik wel.
Die pakt zijn minuten.
Ja, maar ook uit het oogpunt van de trainer.
Ja.
Want je wil ze allemaal scherp houden.
Precies.
Ja, nee, goed.
Ja. Was the preparation for this match different? Because of course last Friday there was maybe our first disappointment for this season, our real disappointment.
No, only in points.
In points.
Only in points, because we are better than Cambuur.
Yeah?
Yeah, really. We are better than Cambuur. Only we don't make it. De lat en zo een paar keer.
But did you see any, of course, disappointment from a professional perspective, but also did recover work, for this match?
No. I said directly after the match to the players that I don't want to have any disappointment from the next day on. So today we can be disappointed, but not talking about if it's a penalty or not, or if the extra time was too short, or was it not fair, because at the end we defended 2 situations, not how we could do it, and we had enough chances to score ourselves. This is our responsibility. And then I also added that we are still by far deserved first place of the league, with also there a very good performance, and there's no reason to doubt anything. And this is my honest opinion. So, and from the next day, the focus was directly on today, and I felt not any doubt or disappointment when we were in training the day before, for example, towards the Graafschap.
No. And during this match, Alberto said, I felt pretty comfortable on the stage, even when it was 2-1 for the Graafschap. You didn't...
not panicking.
No panic at all. You were relaxed, even relaxed.
Je zag dat ze nog meer beter gingen voetballen. ADO. Dus ik was niet in paniek.
And what is your opinion about the match? How do you look back at today? 3-2 win, of course. Exciting match.
exciting match for the spectators.
Yes.
I think from the beginning we really dominated the game. Then we conceded 2 counterattacks. What can happen when the opponent is so in a low block and try to use the space then where we can defend better. Don't want to mention now exactly what because it goes too much in detail. And I saw that for my side also when we were down 2-1 there was no like panic or something because I knew we're gonna have so much possibilities, and then you cannot change. If you play 2-2 today, you still have the same chances. You play, you do your best. Yeah, then it is what it is, and still we have to accept that up in front. So that's the most important, that I stay calm and not panic. And I think that we in the staff also in the team that we have that. We keep on going. We play our way until it's over. And I had no doubt that we can make the equalizer or win the game. For sure not. And I think also when you take away the last 5 minutes, I'm not sure how many possibilities then the Graafschap had in the second halftime. I think except the last 5-6 minutes, really nothing. No. Yeah. And this gives us for sure also always confidence because we knew, and it's a good team. They are really
very good team.
They have really qualities.
And they won the last 5 matches, I think.
Yeah. So we know that we can make it for every team really, really, really difficult, and this is something what we appreciate and are proud of. Yeah.
Great. How important is the role of Mark Wotte? Because you spoke about Leipzig, you spoke about a person who has a philosophy and wants to implement it in the whole club. I mean, there's maybe a good tandem, our trainer and Mark Wotte, to bring this philosophy more into depth into this club.
Yeah, we have a very good relationship, so it's nice to have Mark here because he supports me fully. I'm really, really happy to have him. Backs me up in everything what he can do, and
En hij signed, hij heeft zijn contract verlengd, Mark Wotte. Hij blijft nog een paar jaar hier technische directeur, Haagse man.
Ja, maar we moeten niet alles de hemel in praten, hè, want het gaat nou heel goed. Ja. En nou is iedereen natuurlijk geweldig. Ik ben heel blij met Mark Wotte, hoor. Dus, maar ik denk dat het meeste wat nu gebeurt op het veld, dat ligt toch aan onze staf. Ja. En misschien geeft Mark hem adviezen, maar dat weet ik niet. Daar ben ik niet bij, maar ik zie wat de staf doet met het team. Ja,
maar ik vind het idee van een voetbalfilosofie, wat we vandaag hier op dit seizoen op de mat krijgen, als we dat verder kunnen brengen in de club, maar denk ik Mark Wotte ook een belangrijke rol in kan spelen.
Zeker.
Zou dat natuurlijk dat would be a nice future perspective.
Yeah.
But we will see. Het darttoernooi.
Ja, was even over. Yes, de darttoernooi. Ja, was great.
Ja.
Yes.
13 november. Hè?
Ja, 13 november.
Jij was de organisator ervan, maar...
Nee, dat is de EC 1905.
Ja, daar zit je toch ook in?
Ja, daar zit ik ook in. Precies. Ik zit overal een beetje in, hè, hier ook. Daarom ben ik vandaag zo rustig, want ik wilde... Kijk, nou hebben we eindelijk een gast, een trainer als gast.
Geef even de ruimte.
Ja, daar ga ik er niet tussen zitten, want met mijn loze kreten en zo. Maar de darttoernooi was waanzinnig. Ik vond het... bijna de hand, want er waren niet zoveel supporters als ik verwacht had. Want ik had er wel 100 of 105. Wat je kent met de spelers en de staf kun je gaan gooien.
Maar die dachten misschien...
Maar het was om 5 uur ook, dus veel mensen die komen net uit de werk of zo. Ja. Maar voor de trainer en de spelers was het top, want die konden relax de avond meemaken. Ja. En een paar leuke partijen gehad en een terechte winnaar. Dus,
aan het eind van de avond was er nog een hele leuke verrassing.
Een beetje. Ik liep weer te babbelen door die microfoon. En toen op een gegeven moment zegt Jacco tegen me...
Jacco van Leeuwen hadden we vorige week.
Ja. Die zegt, er is Alberto, kom eens met die microfoon. Ik denk, ik zeg het weer verkeerd met dat darten. Dat zal wel weer niet goed zijn. Dus Jacco gaat praten. En toen kwam de verrassing van mijn verjaardag. Dus toen kreeg ik van de trainer een verjaardag vlak. Kijk, shirt met Alberto 70 erop. Ja, die gaat natuurlijk ingelijst worden. Ik heb die van 60 ook, dat is toevallig. Ik kreeg toen ik 60 werd, kreeg ik van ADO ook een shirt. 60 erop en Alberto.
Fantastisch.
Dus die twee, die moet ik eigenlijk zo'n...
Die moet je hier een plek.
hoe heet dat? Twee van die dingen naast elkaar? Een tweeluik? Nee.
Oh ja.
Heet dat zo? Een
Ja,
tweeluik?
denk het, ja. Over 10 jaar komt de derde ernaast.
Ja.
Maar het was leuk, want ja, de trainer zal er niet zo blij mee geweest zijn. You are not so happy because we had many snacks. En maar die gasten natuurlijk, die zeiden zo, Alberto, dat is goed geregeld. Weet je, lekker een bitterballetje, een vlammetje en dit en dat. Dus ik denk dat ze de andere dag extra hebben moeten trainen. dat er weer af moest natuurlijk. Nee, maar geweldig. Kijk, het is ook niet makkelijk, hè? Want je moet een datum plannen. Ja. Wanneer is er een interland? Wanneer hebben ze... Maar als ze een interland hebben, dan zijn sowieso spelers weg voor hun land. Plus, dan kunnen ze misschien iets meer vrij. Want deze week ook spelen drie wedstrijden in 1 week. Precies. Dus ja, je verlangt af en toe te veel van de spelers. Want je wil ze overal bij hebben, maar dat kan niet. Ze moeten ook dat ding doen. Ja. Dus ik vind het super. En proberen volgend jaar weer een dart te organiseren. Maar dan in principe op een vrijdagavond en om 7 uur beginnen. Dat zou het mooiste zijn. Maar laten we dan maar eerst kampioen worden.
Zo is het.
Ja, toch?
Voordat we gaan afronden, nog heel even. We hebben natuurlijk vorige podcast aangegeven. Een oproep gedaan voor de prachtige liftinitiatief van de Grijze Rijker.
Ja, ik geloof dat het is rond. Ja, het is rond.
Het geld is binnen.
Ja.
De lift gaat er komen. Dus dat is hartstikke mooi nieuws.
Nou, dat is zeker mooi. Ook, ja, ik ben zelf wel een Grijze Rijker. Dus
die
als ik dadelijk niet meer omhoog kom, dan kan ik ook. Nee, ik vind het een goed ding. Alle dingen goed. Ik wil nog even één jongen... beterschap gaat niet, want hij is verhuisd naar een hospice. Maar wij noemden hem altijd de Haagse Michael Jackson. Misschien heb je het spandoek gezien en een minuut klappen.
Klopt.
Ja, ik kan zijn naam niet uitspreken. Ja, 4 of weet ik. Ik kan het niet goed uitspreken. Maar wij noemden hem altijd Michael, dans nog even. En dan ging hij trilla doen of zo in de bus. Maar die is heel ziek. Maar ik weet dat hij die podcast luistert. Dus maat... Onwijs toffe gozer ben je. En ik hoop dat het relax voor je gaat. En we zullen je nooit vergeten.
Nou, prachtig. Hartstikke mooi. Nou, we gaan... we're going to the end of this podcast, Robin. How will this week be on our way to Friday, the next match? It's VVV, hè?
Yeah. Tomorrow we have training. 1 hour later than usual. So a few players...
12 o'clock?
Yeah. A few players go on the pitch, have some load, the other ones are in recovery. And then on Thursday we gonna train again. Tomorrow already for sure the summary in the morning from today. So what are the things we liked and have to improve, and afterwards the opponent, watch the opponent. And then Thursday already final session for VVV. And then on Friday we go around 10 something in the morning already. Going over there, day hotel, have a short rest, and then full power again in the evening.
Ja,
Friday.
Lekker hè. En dan Saturday free.
Free weekend. We give 2 days off. Friday, Sunday off.
Eindelijk.
Very good. Are you a trainer who are going this night already putting on the match again the full 90 minutes, or do you think that will come tomorrow?
I watched the game today for sure.
Yeah? When you're home, in maybe 30 minutes, you put on the match again and we'll watch for 90 minutes the whole match again.
Yeah.
It will be a short night then.
Ik weet niet wat ik krijg in beeld een half uur langer.
It's always after the game, short nights. But
you like it? It's quiet then, quiet at home, and you watch the match. You make notes, because during the match you don't make notes, eh?
No, we tag everything. Like Nick can tag, and then also Philip and Levi watch it back. I watch it back, and we have in the halftime already scenes what we show the players. So also today we had 4 or 5 things we showed them in the halftime already. Yeah. And then we know also which game phases we have to work on. So for example the rest defense, if we have high possession, so then we get 2 or 3 scenes about that, and then tomorrow morning we collect what everybody wants to have. And then I finally decide what we put in the summary, and then we are between 6 and 15 scenes max, I think.
to show the players. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you have them already in your head, most of them.
Yeah, it's always about topics because the game dynamics delivers it by himself. For today, there's a lot of like rest defense, how you prepare your counter pressing when you're in possession, because the opponent is in a really low block and you give away a lot of space. So this is something we have to look on. Build up, I think mostly the final third against a low block. Then also how you can attack the box and how we're gonna do it. The early crosses, second balls, and all these things. And then against the ball pressing, and then you have sometimes extra topics, set pieces separate. So always a bit depending on what was the game dynamics. So last week it was different because the opponent was defending different. Then you have different actions on the pitch automatically.
Yeah. Your night will be a little bit short tonight. We will sleep very well after this 3 points again. Robbie Peter, we would like to thank you again very much for joining us. Very inspiring, and thank you very much for everything you did till now for our club.
Thank you for the invitation. Have a nice evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.